What is going on, Nitro Gang? Happy Sunday to ya. I don't normally do Sunday streams, but my recent interaction with this HPI Hellfire has made me, well, make it great again even faster than normal. This is gonna be Operation Hellfire Hella Fast Track 2 running rich and loud, hopefully soon. How you doing there, Nitro Pimp? That's right, man. I was just explaining that I don't normally do streams on Sunday. But I had an idea in my head, and my head told me, pull out another HPI engine you have hybrid and try to see if you can resurrect this one and make it one step closer. We got Mark Nugent, it's Rickety Rack. How you doing, old man Craig, my good buddy who loves Hellfires. Nitro Pimp is here, Dan and Mads RC, Eric and Matthew as well. He was the first in the comments. By the way, guys, Nitro Pimp put out a sickening short just now. I actually watched his short and I saw he got himself a Hellfire, and I got to thinking, if Billy Madison could come out with a second movie, I can come out with a second engine, okay? And that literal phrase just came to me. That's how it works when you have a slightly above average IQ, my dudes. Often a guy, happy to see you here, man. Now, let's begin discussing where I am at. We got John Hensley, happy to see you. He has a little bit of a business deal going down soon, so he's here for a little bit. He's going to step away and make a deal. Not going to tell you more than that, all right? Old man Craig just came inside from watching my neighbor run an Arma. Yeah, it's pretty boring. The thing with the electrics is it's like a very straight curve of boring. Let me get a maybe a pen. Who knows where my pen was from last time? Where's my pen? Okay, I found my pen. Right. Give me a second over here. I want to show you guys a little graph. I got a graph going down, okay? We're going to Northeast Mods. How you doing, Harlem, NYC? Happy to see you here, man. I just want to draw a graph of fun. It's a fun graph of what you get with performance. Okay, use that paper. Okay, we'll use this paper. So let me just show you right here. This is a graph, right? And that's an engine. Don't mistake them. So this is, I'm going to draw a little graph over here. Arma. And this is Nitro. It doesn't matter what Nitro, just Nitro, okay? We're going to have a graph. This is going to be, what are we going to put on the y-axis? Let me see. So the y-axis will be, we need fun and we need runtime. Okay. Fun is on the bottom. Fun is on the bottom, okay? I'm going to draw a graph, my guys. This is above average IQ stuff, okay? So you got to understand. And this is going to be run time. Runs, okay? Runs. So this is my graph. We got runs going over here on the y-axis and fun going over here on the x-axis. You guys want to know what the graphs are going to look like? I'm going to draw the graph for you. Right, like that. You see? So, the fun is really high when you have one run. And then, hold on, this graph should be inverted. It's the wrong graph. I need a notebook. We're going to come back to the graphs. Anyway, this is going to be like this. Exponential growth, x cubed. Okay? That's the run for Nitro right there. I'm going to come up with a better parabola next time. Let's get rid of this. Okay? It was a while since I took math class. Anyway, so let me give you all an update. You might all remember that I had an issue with the shock. Couldn't bend the shock back, right? So I did some due diligence overnight. Basically when I couldn't sleep because the pain is so bad. I was able to bend back the shock shaft. Well, obviously it's not connected right now, but I was able to bend it back. It's not horrible. It's better than it was. Still maybe a little bit terrible. I was able to bend it back. It goes in relatively smooth. Over here, there'll be a spacer anyway, so it doesn't matter. So it's still relatively smooth at this stage. I did order the shock cap. Now, in terms of the shock cap, I could not get away with, any kind of fixing. Could not be fixed. So I have the shock cap on order, and I think this shock will be okay. William Macker, how you doing? Yes. Figured we would pull up a Sunday live because, beginning of the week, got to make Nitro great again. 17 Nitros at a time like Nitro Pimp. Go to his channel, see his short, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, we got Marcio. How you doing, my dude? So let me put this back. So we have the part for the shock coming. So as far as the shock is concerned, that's basically it. No more updates on the shock. Shock lives matter as well. Now, next issue, everybody. I think I want to deal with the pull starter issue. Okay. By the way, my dudes, are we enjoying the natural light today? The sun hasn't gone down. The vampires are still hidden somewhere. And that is why we have ourselves natural lighting here today. KP, man, how are you? Happy to see you here again. Big ups to you as well. Been hearing people say big ups, still don't know what it means. Is it like big thumbs up? What does big ups mean? Okay, in the good old days of, let's say, the 2000s, people used to say, what's up? And then, your friend hater over there would say the sky. Okay, there's always somebody that says the sky. Don't be one of those guys. Don't be one of those guys. Anyway, I want to ask you all a question before I continue with what is going down. Did you guys see today's Thunder Tiger video? Just curious. Thunder Tiger TS-4N. You can't kill a Nitro, guys. That's right, old man Craig goes, it's Gen Z lingo. Honestly, the big ups phrase needs to go away. It's stupid, okay? Just like it's the something W or the L. When they say something W something, I don't know, it stands for a win, and L stands for a loss. That's stupid. We need to start communicating with actual English language words that have accepted meaning in multiple scenarios by people around the world. Not big ups, although I'm not making fun of nobody here. It's just funny, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, just funny. Max Settings, how you doing, man? He goes, do they still make Nitro boats? Max Settings, as far as I know, there are no longer any, Nitro boat manufacturers that I'm aware of. Maybe there are kits. If somebody here could maybe let us know. But I don't think there are any Nitro boat RTR models available. Corey, what's going on, man? Happy to see you here. Happy Sunday to you. Hope all is well. All right, let us continue. So, the main issue on this factory engine for the Hellfire is, as we could see, we have no pull starter cord. Now, I am not sure if there is a bearing inside or not. Maybe it's repairable, but I'm not sure at this point. So, in doing my research the other day, you guys remember I was on eBay looking up what pull starters fit, and Northeast Mods here is correct. The K5.9 engine from the Savage XL, right? This one is in perfect condition. Anybody want to tell me why this particular engine is not installed in any chassis that I currently own? There's one main reason. You guys know why or not? So if you want to take a look at the original box, this engine was purchased in 2015 for $199. Not cheap, but, I do generally like these engines. In fact, the one I have in my Savage XL still runs quite perfectly, in my opinion. Nitro Pimp wants to know, what is in the Hellfire now? So the factory engine is just a K4.6 high output. This is basically Savage engines, right? This is from this generation of Savages. It's a normal engine. It's basically a Savage engine. K4.6. So it's a 0.28. All right. Now, the issue is I need a pull starter. So the listings did say the K5.9 will fit. So I've taken this one apart, but to be honest with you, I'm obviously this is not even the correct original pull starter, but if it fits on this one, it might be okay. Often the guy goes, same as the Dynamite 28. I will check, bro, because I do have a Dynamite 28. This is going to be my first test with this particular pull starter. It seems to be in really good condition. Obviously, some type of aftermarket. I don't particularly know what this model is. Tarek, how you doing? Happy to see you here, man. I'm about to remove this engine from the Hellfire and see if this pull starter that I just took off from the what is it, the K5.9 will fit. But for those of you that want a little history in this K5.9, I can give you some in a little bit. Let me just respond to some viewers' comments here, and I will continue. Because, guys, I appreciate your commentology. Okay, that is not an actual word. Don't say commentology to anybody. They will look at you funny. So, KP wants to know, what is the difference between the Hellfire and the Savage? Well, they're completely different chassis. If you want, like, the easiest thing for me to do would be to show you a Hellfire. I'm sorry, a Savage. I have one here on the side. It's a little dirty, so excuse me on that one. So here's this is a Savage that I've ran many times. It's obviously a monster truck. Grizzly, what's going on? Jason Zoltan, what is going on? Happy to see you here, man. So that's a Savage, right? They essentially have the same displacement engines. The Hellfire is a truggy. It's a single-speed truggy with big bore factory shocks. The high output version of the engine, which I think is just a difference of timing. From my understanding, the timing is a little different, gives it a little more power. Basically, the common truggy chassis layout, right? And big wheels. There was also the SS version. This is not the SS. This is just the ready-to-run model. The SS model would have come without a pull starter, so we all know. When you guys can't see, you let me know. I'll put the lighting on, but right now we are enjoying all natural lighting. All right, so I got the pull starter from the K5.9 removed, but I did want to say, do you all remember why this never made it to any car? Like, why didn't it make it to a car? This is why. So this is one of the head shims I removed from this K5.9 engine. And if you notice, it always had this sort of tear in the spacer. Now, I looked it up. Okay, often the guy goes the Force 28. Okay, so the problem is I don't have any of those. But I do have a Dynamite 28. Don't know if I want to open it up, to be honest with you. I might have to later. I can't really go up and down the stairs that much right now. I'm doing pretty bad. If Melissa gets home in time, maybe she'll get it for me. I don't know. But I basically have to sit here and not move. All right, so this is the issue. I cannot get the correct spacers for this engine, so I basically haven't run it at all. But let's see if this pull starter fits, because I'm not running this engine. It's just here looking good. This is one of the spacers from it. So there's basically an issue with that. All right, I'm going to begin by removing the engine. I mean, it's a pretty sickening box though, huh? NitroStar K5.9 engine with pull start using the R5 glow plug ABC. Wow, look at that carb, 9.5 millimeter slide carb. That's a lot of millimeters. That is millimeter heaven. That's plenty of millimeters. How sick would it be, though, if this Hyper 21 Turbo pull starter fit? I know often a guy would like this. Frank Dean, yes, you are correct. Thank you for that comment, bro. That way I can emphasize it a little more. The 5.9 and the 4.6 use the same pull starter correctly. That's why I've pulled the 5.9 pull starter from this particular engine. Plus, that engine is not going to be drivable pretty much anytime soon, so All right, guys, let's begin. By the way, I do want to say this still needs a couple crucial parts. As you see, there's a lot of front end damage. One of the most important parts I'm missing is actually what they call the eccentric bushing that goes into this aluminum hinge pin holder. Without that, this is not going to be drivable. So at the bare minimum, right now, I'm doing what I can, and if I come up with those parts in the future, I'll order them. But for now, I only ordered the shock cap. All right, time to disassemble. Ray Coral Man, thank you for that super chat to the channel. He goes, what's poppin'? Well, Ray Coral, let me give you a little quickie update also for the people joining here. I don't normally do Sunday streams, but I want to fast track the repair on this Hellfire. And that is why I'm removing the engine and seeing if the pull starter I have will in fact work. If it won't, I'm going to go with the suggestions of the people in this chat and try to get another one. That's basically how it works. All right, let's hope the screws come out. Chassis isn't that bad, really. All right, this is regular lighting. This is fake lighting. What do we want? Natural lighting or with regular lighting? I'm gonna use regular because I can't see crap. All right. All right, so let's see what we can do. I'm gonna try to see if the pull starter will fit. By the way, that pull starter that I'm using is also not original. So it could be a situation. It also has, I noticed, unfortunately, a crack over here. One of the areas where the screw turns in. It's freaking cracked. It's hard for you to see, but trust me, it's cracked. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make you see it real good. We got the lights on. Yeah, it's cracked right there where the screw goes in. Not sickening. Big Boys Toys, how you doing, man? All right. RPM, happy to see you here. Wrong driver. Don't you hate when you pick up the driver and it's like the wrong driver? Not sickening. All right. All right, we got this screw. So I could tell the thread lock is in. Good amount of thread lock. Pretty good quality screw with a good quality washer. And HPI got it right with this Hellfire. Surprisingly, not many of these were really sold. You almost never come across these on the used market. And when you do, people want a crazy amount of money for them. At the end of the day, it's a truggy. You know, and there's a lot of options for truggies really on the market as well. Well, this one was a toughie. All right, next one. Last one, rather. Good quality stuff over here. Better than Olive Garden pasta, for sure. Yeah, Old Man Craig says there is also no buggy version of this available. That is correct. Back when this was made, there was not a buggy version. Later on, they got the trophy buggy. But that was really a much, in my opinion, cheaper design than the Hellfire. The Hellfire really outdid itself. Oh, here we go. All right. Got to remove a couple more items here. I mean, just the included hardware. Usually on an RTR, you don't see such nice hardware like that. Let me undo the exhaust. Oh man, the exhaust is screwed in really hardcore. I don't know if I can undo this right now. Hold on. The exhausting is screwed in too much. I'm gonna have to undo it from the other part, from the bracket from this side. Or I can't get the actual exhaust bracket out, so I'm gonna have to. Hopefully this comes out. Oh, thank God that came out. All right. Thank you, Hellfire. All right. Oh, it was just like that actually. You know what? I'm gonna put that back in. Pretty clever design here. All right, that's in so I don't lose it. How you doing there, all aspects, man? Happy to see you here. Richard B, what's up? Old man Craig goes, would the hot bodies .46 pulse starter fit? So that's basically that engine they use in the Sen. I don't think so. All right, and we'll just remove the throttling. Okay, got the engine out. So let me begin removing this pulse starter. Sickening. Even the clutch bell hardware is real nice. Check that out. Small clutch bell. I would like to see a 15 on this, but whatever. Velocity of Beast. How you doing, man? Pretty good hardware, though, in my opinion. I would like to have seen adjustable motor mounts. Really doesn't cost much more to make adjustable motor mounts, but, you know, manufacturers need to start doing that. Could I get a hell yeah for the adjustable motor mounts, maybe? That's what we need. Yeah, the thing is, without the adjustable motor mounts, to well, you have like adjustment sideways, but you need the adjustment forward and back as well. All right. This is what we got. You know what? It should fit. But for some reason, this particular starting shaft is stuck in this pull starter. I don't know if I can make it work, to be honest with you, my dudes. I tried to pull this part out earlier. It doesn't come out. Jimmy George, what's up, man? The holes do seem to be exactly the same, side to side. This does not seem to want to come out. I guess I could just pull this. Let me see if that will work. I'm just going to pull that part. I mean, they're interchangeable anyway, so. No, but we're missing... No, we're not missing nothing. All right. I'm going to try to install this one. I don't really want to pull that starting shaft, but we got ourselves a fit, baby. Although I'm not a big fan of this pull starter, it does not seem original. And there's a crack over here. So let me put the screws back in. Let's see how it goes. Who knows? Maybe it'll be all right. want to say thank you guys for joining. Yeah, Northeast Mods, I'm going to read your comment here because I'm sure a lot of people are dealing with something like that as well. Northeast Mods go, he is working on a Savage, and it seems to have weak clutch springs. What's up there, Jim? Happy to see you here, man. He put the correct bearings in it, and the wheels still spin at idle. Soon as it hits the ground, it stalls. Okay, so yes, Northeast Mods, that does sound like a bad clutch spring. So normally what I like to do when you have the clutch open, right? In this case, I'm not going to remove it, but I'll just kind of talk about it a little bit. Depending on what clutch shoes you have, you probably have a 3-shoe clutch setup, right? 3 shoes. Just open them up with your finger a little bit. You should have a good amount of tension, right? If it's very, very easy for you to move it with your finger, generally weak clutch spring. But, you know, it's best to test it with the vehicle, with the clutch installed anyway. Almost done. Let me see if this will work. I'm not very happy with this. I'm still gonna have to get another pull starter, but for that other engine. But for temporary purposes, this is, I think, as good as it's gonna get. All right. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna pull it. Whoa. Whoa, that's hardcore compression. Well, the good news is it works. With hardcore compression. Whoa. Whoa, that is tough. All right, I think engine-wise, I'm okay. Damn shame, I would like to have a nice little HPI branded pull start, but it's not in the cards today, my dudes. It's not in the cards. All right, give me a second, y'all. I gotta be right back in like a minute. Watch the Hellfire. Make sure nobody jacks it, okay? I'm back, everybody. I'm back. So I got another pull starter I had. Seems to be missing that part too. Let me just check if this is the same. It appears to be the same. What about that center hole though? Can't get this part out. That's the main problem. Anybody have any ideas on how to get this one-way shaft out? Honestly, I'm not a fan of this pull starter. The housing is bad. Yeah, this one seems gimmicky too. Yeah, Nitro Pump here with a good question. He goes, did Vorza replace the Hellfire when HPI went to those new orange bodies? I'm pretty sure the name Vorza is like a newer name. They had the Trophy Buggy and the Trophy Truggy. Yeah, so the one after this were called the Trophy Buggy and Trophy Truggy. I have the buggy. Yeah, so someone's asking if that's a C-clip. No, it does. No, I should be able to pull this out. I mean, I should be. Let me see if I can get some pliers on it and pull it. I should be able to get the metal part out because, yes, I've never seen this connected to a pull starter fully. Like, it's obviously stuck in there. Oh, that worked. That was that was easier than expected. I should have tried that at first. Feel like a fool right now, guys, but it's okay. You live, you learn, and you get better next time, right? So it did come out. Sickening. I'm wondering, should I put back the original one? Because this is toast. Yeah, this is toast. I'm wondering if I should re-switch it back because I'm not very happy with that pull starter in general. Or it probably doesn't matter. Oh, Big Boys Toys, that was a funny one. He wants a Hellfire, but he doesn't want to go to hell. Don't worry, Nitros, they never send you there. That's what armors do. Okay, you'll be okay. Mix RC, what's up, man? I'm wondering, what should I do at this point? Just go back to that part? I'm not very happy with this part, to be honest with you. You know what? This is not the same. No, this pull starter won't work. Yeah, this pull starter won't work. Let me show you guys. It's actually a completely different diameter. This starting shaft does not fit. It's a different hex inside. Yeah, okay, so I'm toast. It won't fit. Basically toast. Yeah, the inside housing is different. The HPI one is on the right here. I mean, it looks like a good quality part. You could tell this is a cheapo. You could already see the spring sticking out through it right there in the bottom. You could tell it has a very short lifespan, in my opinion. All right, so for now, I think I have to keep this. I'm just going to keep it how it is. All right, put that back in. Next up, there's really one thing that it obviously does need. As you guys remember, the center diff housing was cracked. So let me do a little zoom in on it. For those of you that might have not seen it. Brewster Craig, Old Man Craig goes, can you rebuild the pull starter? I have rebuilt them before. I could tell the spring. Let me just check. I have rebuilt them. Nah, it's spinning completely. There's probably no spring inside. If you guys want, I can open up the pull starter housing. We could take a look, but it doesn't sound good inside. All right, let's take a look inside. All right, so here's what happened. First observation, we have no rope. Second observation, that loop is outside of where it needs to be. And the loop is... I don't know if it could be fixed. We're missing the rope. I mean, the rope could be replaced. That's no big deal. But this part right here, it needs to have a different loop. It looks like it's snapped off. It looks like it's snapped off where the tip is. Where the tip is, it needs to have a different type of loop. Not good. So I think it's toast. It seems to be toast. Yeah, Mark Dugan goes, I can bend the loop with needle nose pliers. I have done it before, but I will say my success rate with that is not good at all. Plus, I need the rope. I don't have the rope. Traxxas sells a rope, but I'm not sure if it's going to be the right diameter for this. But I have rebuilt pull starters in the past. The one I did was actually a Schumacher XTR 3E. Andrew Pope, man, how you doing? Happy to see you here. I just removed the engine from this Hellfire, you know, and put in a functional pull starter for the time being. Hopefully it'll work. The engine has real good compression. What else can we do on it? There's really not much else I could do. I need parts. So as I said, I wanted to show you the cracked differential housing. So as I spin the center diff, let's see where it's at. There's so much oil on it, I can't even tell. Well, I basically need to pull the center diff. There's nothing else I can do. It has to be pulled. Has to be pulled out real good. Secondhand RC, man, how you doing? Hope you're mended up quicker than expected, man. All right, at this point, I think I'm probably just going to assemble the engine back. By the way, I want to tell you guys, I'm shopping, and maybe if I get lucky, for a Savage Octane. Maybe. Let me show you, there's one right now on Facebook Marketplace. If you want to get it, go ahead. No hard feelings. It's a little bit up there in the price. Let me see. I gotta go check. Hold on a second. John Hensley, man, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Let me show you just a quickie of a listing on Facebook Marketplace right now. If you guys want to pick it up, you can. No hard feelings, you know. I don't get upset when my buddies out there get RCs. In fact, I'm very happy for all of you. But let me show you right here. There is, I gotta change the view a little bit. A sickening Savage Octane right now on Facebook. This is not very far from where I live. The guy's asking $549. I mean, the truck appears to be in good condition. He goes, HPR, that's a typo. It's okay, we'll forgive the typos. Use regular gas. I mean, I guess so, with two-stroke oil. Run 45 miles per hour. That's a lie. It doesn't do 45. These up out at like the low 30s. Black color. Yeah, that's true. Low mileage. So we got ourselves a low mileage vehicle. Apparently, it's like a Toyota. It's like a Toyota Venza over here. You know, very low mileage, my dudes. You ever describe your RC as low mileage? I never have. All right, so let's take a look at the pictures. I mean, there's only 2 pictures. That's about it. But you know, $549. That's too much cashola for me. I mean, the tires look to be in very good condition. The body has minimal scrapes, and I mean, it looks normal. I don't see any crazy wires sticking out. Like, I see connections here for the battery box. That's where the batteries would be. This is the old style radio it comes with. I mean, $549 is too much. I offered the guy about 400, but that's about it. The rest is it's too much. It ain't gonna happen. All right, my dudes. I'm gonna be here for like 2-3 more minutes. And Melissa home. She brought me a burger. I'm real hungry. All right, my dudes. So that's the story with this truck. Still got to order up a couple parts, I think. But at least I have managed to resurrect a pull starter. Oh, Melissa talking to me. You brought me a burger? Did you bring me a burger? All right, she brought me a burger. Yeah, that octane looks pretty good. I mean, it's a lot of money. I'm not paying $550 for used HPI octane. I mean, they go for about that price and, well, maybe a little more, but it's a little too much. Yeah, all aspects is correct. Who knows what condition it is? Yeah, especially since the guy described it like a vehicle, low mileage. I've never described an RC as low mileage. Have you? Never have. It has never happened. Two things I learned over my lifetime here is be very careful when buying a Nitro from a mechanic and don't describe your RCs as low mileage. Oh, we got JP's RC, man. How you doing? Happy to see you here. I just, tore down the engine on this Hellfire. Oh, we got No Music RC here as well. Happy to see you here, man. I hope you liked that Thunder Tiger video. But let's get back to the most important thing on this. I do want to show you the part that I need. It's missing. There's not much I can do about it, but get it. So here's the part that I am still missing. And without this, I basically can't assemble the front suspension at all. So this is it, called the HPI Hellfire Eccentric Bushing Set. The hinge pin, these basically what locates the hinge pins. So without this, can't do much. All right, my dudes, I think we're going to call it a day. Not a very long stream today. I want to say thank you all for stopping in. Incremental gains is the name of the game. As long as you live life with small incremental gains and some bunch of crunch, you know what? I gotta pop this open right now. Bunch of crunch time, my dudes. Who here can appreciate a little bunch of crunch? Terra Curry, no. Are you talking to me? I didn't get that part yet. I ordered the shock caps, though. The shock caps I did order. But that eccentric bushing set I did not order. Oh, this is delicious stuff right here. That's right. Favorite candy. Sickening. They're really good out of the fridge. Tonight I might try the freezer, in fact. It might be a freezer level type of stuff. Daniel Evans, can't say nothing wrong about that, man. I agree. All right, guys, that's about it. I'm going to call it a day. Not a long stream today. Let's survive and thrive another week, shall we? 1 week at a time. You all have a great day, great night. Stay real, stay positive, and care about the people around you. And also in your phone book. Don't forget the people in your phone book because, this is new generation. You got to care about the people in your phone book too. Lotus RC, Old Man Craig, Andrew Pope, Tarek, all aspects. Mark Nugent, John Hensley, man. Thank you, guys. I'm going to enjoy some of that candy and work on the rest of putting this back together. See you all next time.